Okay, number 8. So here I see that we have another equation which has more than one type of operation in it. Okay, so let's go over to our whiteboard and work this out together. Okay, here, just like we did with the first one, we want to first make sure that we are multiplying, then adding and subtracting depending on which is left to right. So here I'm going to start with my multiplication. I see two multiplication symbols. I'm going to look to see what is on either side of that. And those are the numbers that I will be multiplying together. 249 times 3 and 6 times 78. So let's do that together. We again use that area model method. Draw my rectangle. 3 times 249. I'm going to expand that. 249. Now I'm going to multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. Add 1, 2 zeros. 3 times 4 is 12. Add 1, 0. And then 3 times 9, 27. Step 3, add up my partial products. 0 plus 0 plus 7 is 7. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 6 plus 1 is 7. So the answer to this part of my equation is 747. Let's move on to the next part of our equation. 6 times 78. The one-digit 6, and we're multiplying it by the two-digit number 78. 70 and 8 ones. All right, so here I'm going to be multiplying 6 times 70. So what is 6 times 7? 6 times 7 is 42. Add that 0. And then 6 times 8, 42 plus 8 more, 6 more, 48. Okay. And add my partial products. 420 and 48. 0 plus 8 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then I have a 4 in the hundreds place. Pause the video if you need. Okay, just like I did before, I'm going to take my answers to those multiplication and kind of replace these parts here in this longer equation. So let's do that. All right. So I took the answers and I'm showing that this is this answer and then 6 times 78, that was the answer. I'm going to take the rest of my equation parts and just drop them down. I'm rewriting that equation. Okay. Now, my next step, since I'm done with multiplication, is you're going to be adding or subtracting. Remember that we go from left to right. So if I start from my left, I first see an addition. And then if I keep going, next I see subtraction. So first I'm going to have to add, then I'm going to have to subtract. Just like I did before, I'm going to start with this operation and look at either side. So these are the two things that I am adding together. These two things here I'm going to add together. So 156, and I'm adding 747. 6 plus 7 is 13. Carry my 1. Okay. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 more is 10. Again, carry my 1. 7, 8, 9. All right, so the answer here to this part of my equation was 903. Now I'm going to subtract this from this. So 903 minus 468. Let's write that out. Again, I'm going to stack it to make sure that I am multiplying the right parts. Okay, here I see though, I'm going to have to regroup. Okay, I have a 3 on top. I cannot take 8 away from 3. So I'm going to have to look to my neighbor over here. Well, it's a 0. He doesn't have anything to give me yet. So I'm going to bounce one more place value up to this 9. I'm going to take a group away from this 9 and make this 9 an 8 and give it to my tens place. Okay. But remember, I still need to give something to this 3 here. So now that this 10 is going to become a 9, and that 3 is going to become 13. So I have enough to subtract. So 8 minus 13, 5. Okay, remember I can check it. 5 plus 8 gives me that 13 back. 9 minus 6, 3. And 8 minus 4 is 4. Okay. So my answer is 435. Okay. So again, when you're faced with a really long equation like this, multiply and divide first, then add and subtract, whatever from left to right. Okay. You're taking your parts, giving them the answers. Okay. To get your final answer. Okay, let's do one more together, and then I'm going to leave that last question for you to figure out. Eloise babysits for 3 weeks and does chores for 4 weeks. She earns $96 each week babysitting and $24 each week doing chores. Okay. This particular question is wanting us to show our understanding in 3 steps here, A, B, and C. So let's take a look at our equation. She has 3 weeks that she does babysitting and 4 weeks that she does chores. It tells us that she has $96 each week for babysitting, and she earns $24 each week for doing chores. Okay. So A says, let D represent the total amount of money Eloise earns, and it's asking us to write an equation. Okay, so let's do that together first. So we're supposed to let this letter D equal the total amount of money she earns. So this letter is just being put in place of our answer. It's kind of holding its spot. Okay. So, but we have to figure out how much she's earned. So if we know that for 3 weeks, she babysat, okay, and each of those weeks she earned $96. So week 1, week 2, and week 3, she's earned $96 each of those 3 weeks. We can add or we can do our multiplication. 3 times 96. Okay. If I add 6, 12, 18, carry my 1, 9, 18, 27, plus 1 more is 28. Okay. Let's go ahead and use our area model to solve for this as well. 3 times 96. 3 times 96. Okay. 3 times 9, 27. Add that 0. And then 3 times 6, 18. My third step to add my partial products. 270 plus 18 is going to give me the same answer. Okay. So far that we know that for those 3 weeks that she babysat, okay, she's earned a total of $288. Again, pause this video as you need to. All right, now we have to figure out how much money she earns doing all those chores. All right, so if we look back at our story problems, it tells us that she did chores for 4 weeks. Okay? And each of those weeks that she did chores, she earned $24. So if I thought to myself, first week, second week, third week, and fourth week, each week she earned $24. Okay. Using our repeated addition, 4, 8, 12, 16, carry my 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, plus that 1 I carried, 96. Let's use our area model. My 1-digit 4, multiply it by my 2-digit number, 24. 4 times 2 is 8, add that 1. 4 times 4 is 16. 80 plus 16 gives us that 96, that same answer. So for the chores, for all 4 weeks, she earned a total of $94. All right, so let's think back to that question, part A. It says, let D represent the total amount of money Eloise earns. Okay, write an equation that models how much she earns. All right, so this is a multi-step word problem. We have to do more than one thing. We first had to find out how much money she earned babysitting, and then we had to find out how much she earned doing those chores. Now we can write an equation. Okay, we need to let B equal the amount she earned babysitting and the amount she earned doing chores. Now I want you to think to yourself, is there another way that I can write an equation? Before we even had to multiply, think about that really long equation we just did together. Let's think about how we could write that as a really long equation. Okay. Well, it said that Eloise has 3 weeks that she earned $96. And for 4 weeks, she earned $24. And if we had to know the total, we'd have to add those answers together. Okay? 3 times 96 is 288. 4 times 24 is 94. We did our multiplication first. Now we're going to take our products and we're going to add them together to find out how much she earned all together. So you can be for part A, you can write either one of these equations. D equals okay. Now part B is asking us to solve for that letter D. We are finding out the answer and putting it where this letter D is holding its place. So let's do that. So we know that we have to add together how much she made babysitting and how much money she made in chores. I need to make sure that I stack these because our first number is in the hundreds place, but our second number is in the tens place. So I have to make sure I stack them the right way. 8 plus 4, 12. Carry my 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 9 more, 18. Carry my 1. And 2 plus 1 is 3. So C says, how much money does Eloise earn in all? That's our answer. So D equals 382. Eloise earns $382.